Wait, this is not a rumor. It is a deep truth wrapped in love that wants to reach you today. I'm not telling you this to make you afraid, but because something sacred is trying to touch your soul. The world is making too much noise. And you're running too fast. From one task to another, from one thought to another worry, from one hope to another burden. And in this race, you've forgotten what truth feels like in silence. I'm not here to please you. I'm not here to say what you want to hear. I'm here to say what your soul needs to remember. Lately, some people have said unusual things about you, like, there's something different about you. You don't seem like you're from this world. You brushed it off as a compliment, smiled, or assumed they were just being polite. But no, it wasn't a compliment, it was recognition. They sensed the divinity I breathed into you. You are not ordinary. You are not unseen. You did not come to this earth by accident. You were sent. You were chosen. You were crafted with a holy purpose. This message is a remembrance for your soul. When they say, you were born for a special purpose, there's something unique in your eyes. Know this. They are unknowingly witnessing the mark I placed on your soul. Your silence speaks. Your presence testifies that you are made with a divine touch. The way you carry your pain, the depth hidden in your quiet eyes. All of it is a divine identity. The world is confused by you because you don't fit into their categories. You are strong, yet gentle, calm, yet powerful. And it is this balance that sets you apart from the crowd. You keep thinking your life is just an ordinary journey, but your soul knows. This is a sent journey. Every turn, every pain, every lesson has a purpose. Now is the time to see yourself the way heaven sees you. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You have been called. You are being watched over. You are loved, with a love that never ends. Now take a deep breath. Pause. Be still. And let this truth settle within you. You are special. You are chosen. And the world is beginning to recognize you, because heaven already knows who you are. If this message spoke to your heart, write 111 below to confirm this truth. Share it with the soul who may have forgotten that they too are a sent light. They sensed something sacred, but they couldn't name it. But I know. It was me. It was my light shining through you. You've often wondered, why do people keep telling you there's something special about you? You seem different, but you never quite understood why. Now I will tell you why. Your soul carries the echo of heaven, the grace within you. It's not something you learned, it's something you inherited. You were forged in fire, tested by trials, and now you wear glory like it's woven into your skin. The world calls it beauty, charm, or presence. But in truth, it is ancient, quiet, divine grace. That's why people look at you again. That's why they speak softly in your presence. Because your light is not decoration. It's a declaration. You are a walking message. They don't know how many silent nights lie behind that light. You've shed tears that no one saw. You've asked yourself, do I matter? Will my efforts ever be enough? You gave yourself to people who never saw your worth. You kept smiling while your heart was breaking. You made room for others even when you were exhausted. And still, you shine. Not because you never hurt, but because you chose love over bitterness every single time. This light is not just beauty, it's the fruit of endurance. It's a glimpse of those divine encounters you had in the valley. Grace has made its home in you, and it's visible. You no longer need to prove yourself. Your light speaks. It testifies to every battle you fought without losing your soul. Every time you forgave when it wasn't easy, I saw it, and I honor it. You became a vessel of my compassion, not by standing on stages, but by walking through storms, holding my hand. I know you haven't always felt beautiful, and I don't just mean your face, I mean your whole being. Sometimes you felt too quiet, like you'd never be noticed. Sometimes too broken to be worthy of love. Sometimes so messy you thought holiness could never find you. You measured yourself by standards that were never made for you. You wondered, why don't I shine like others? But you forgot. Your light wasn't on the surface. It was in the depths of your soul. I saw you long before anyone praised you. I called you beautiful, not because of your appearance, but because of your faith. Not for your style, but for your spirit. You are beautiful. When you hope again after despair, when you bring peace to someone even when you're tired, when laughter returns after a season of mourning, you don't need to try to be radiant. You already are the light, a witness of God, a poem of life, a living definition of love. If these words spoke to your heart, write 222 in the comments. This truth was already within you. You've just remembered it now. Share this with a soul who still needs to know that their light, too, is made of grace. You were created in my image. The light within you is my light, shining through the journey of your life. Do not wait for the world's approval for what I have already declared over you. You are living beauty, and heaven rejoices every time you believe this truth. You've learned to walk among people, to smile in their presence. But how many have truly seen your face, and how many have seen your soul? They praised your work, but never understood your true essence. They applauded your achievements, but didn't notice the pain hidden behind your smile. They admired your strength, but never asked, what did that strength cost you? I know that loneliness, when people look at you, but don't really see you. When they hear you, but don't truly understand. But I see into the depths. I see the child who grew up longing to be chosen. I see the warrior who kept fighting even when no one clapped. You are not invisible to me. Every sigh, every tear, every silent prayer, I have heard it. I walked with you when you felt no one else did. I whispered identity into your ears when the only voices outside were those of doubt. Now people have started to feel it, and they're not wrong. You are different. You've been set apart, not for isolation, but for divine impact. The crown I placed on your soul cannot be removed by rejection. You carry eternity within you, and now is the time for you to recognize it too. You've hidden yourself, thinking that was humility. But the truth is, you dimmed your light because you feared the cost of being seen. But my beloved, I did not ignite your flame so you could hide it under a basket. I did not pour my spirit into you so you would keep shrinking just to make others comfortable. Your humility is sacred, but only when it flows from truth, not from fear. You are not arrogant for embracing your light. You are not proud for believing you were made different. What I gave you is not for display. It is to illuminate. You don't have to speak the loudest. Your silent presence transforms the atmosphere. When you begin walking in your calling, you give others permission to rise into their own light too. This is the time for courageous humility, a confidence rooted not in ego, but in my truth. You were made to reflect heaven, not to hide from it. The light that others see in you is not decoration. It is evidence of the battles you fought in silence, of the love you chose over revenge, of the forgiveness you offered even where it wasn't deserved. That's why your light is different. It's not artificial. It's not trendy. It is timeless. It is holy. If this message has spoken to your soul, comment 333 below to affirm this truth. Share this with the soul who may still be hiding their own light. Your light is not just beauty, it is testimony. Don't hide it. Live it. You've endured things that could have made you hard, and yet your heart is still tender. And that is rare. That is sacred. People may not always be able to say it in words, but they feel it. Some are drawn to you without knowing why. Some are even a little afraid of you, because there is a power in you that doesn't shout, but also cannot be ignored. You carry the fragrance of heaven's throne. You were shaped in those moments when you found him in worship, when you cried out to him through tears, or when you were simply trying to survive. That is what people see in you. That's why they say, there's something different about you. Because they don't realize you're not walking in your own light, you're walking in his. The world rewards performance, but God rewards presence. You tried so hard to do everything right, to always be good, to be reliable and strong for everyone. And yes, there's a cost to that. But that's not what makes you shine. Your light doesn't come from your striving. It comes from staying in love. In a world that teaches you to become hard, you remained soft. And that is your strength. You don't have to earn your holiness. You don't have to fight to be seen. You are already seen. You are already known. I have written your name into eternity. My spirit rests on you, not because of your perfection, but because you invited me in. The world measures you by success, but I see your surrender. That's where your light was born. In every yes you gave me, when saying no would have been easier. You've become a mirror of heaven, and that is no small thing. You've underestimated yourself. Every time you looked in the mirror and thought you were just okay, I saw royalty. Every time you compared yourself to someone who spoke louder or shone brighter, my heart broke. Not because they had more, but because you believed you had less. But my child, you were never created to imitate someone else's light. You have your own frequency, your own color, your own resonance, the way your soul feels, the way you listen, the way you make room for others. It's all unique. Your tenderness is not weakness. It's a testimony that even after the wounds, you still chose love. Your light is not decoration. It is evidence of every tear, every battle, every yes you gave to God. And now, it's time. Time for you to recognize your own light. Your light is not yours. It is His. But He chose you to carry it. If this message has touched your heart, comment 444 and say, I will walk in the light that has been given to me. Share this video with the soul who still thinks they are less, because maybe they just need someone to remind them. Don't hide your shine. It is the reflection of God. Your beauty cannot be confined to the narrow definitions of this world. I created you as a unique reflection of my image, one that no one else can replicate. So when people say, there's something sacred about you, believe them. They're catching a glimpse of the Creator and His creation together. And that sight truly takes one's breath away. This isn't just about their words. It's about heaven's gaze. People will have opinions, some kind, some confused. But this isn't about applause or misunderstanding. It's about the eternal truth I've always known about you, that you were handcrafted in love, that every part of you was designed to bring light into darkness, that your voice, your eyes, your very being was made to echo redemption. You are not an accident. Your light is not random. Your calling is not fragile. It is firm. This message is a reminder of what your soul already knows, but your heart sometimes forgets. So let it sink in. Let it rise like worship from your chest. You are mine, and I delight in your joy. I see it. Your heart still learning how to receive love. Even kindness surprises you sometimes. Compliments feel heavy. You wonder, do they really see my worth, or just my usefulness? The ones who were supposed to love you first. They didn't know how to love, so you started questioning love itself. But hear me clearly. You are not hard to love. You never were. You are not too much. You are not enough. That longing in you for pure embrace, for love without condition, I placed it there. So that when real love comes, you would recognize it. Don't push away the ones who see your light. Some of them have been sent to show you the mirror in which I see you every moment. Open your hands. Let in the love you've been withholding from yourself. In your presence, people's wounds feel lighter. That's why even strangers find themselves telling you their stories. The broken are drawn to you, not because you hold all the answers, but because your soul feels safe. Remember this, your light is not decoration, it is testimony. No matter what the world says, heaven has already stamped you as enough. Now rise, walk in that truth. And wherever you find darkness, let your light spill freely. If this message stirred something within you, write 555 in the comments and say, I receive my true light. Share this video with a soul that still looks at love with hesitation, because maybe they just needed this reminder too. You have created a sacred space within yourself. A quiet, unspoken vibration that gives others permission to breathe more freely. But I know, this peace does not come without a price. You get tired. Sometimes you just long for someone to hold space for you, the way you do for others every single day. Listen, your compassionate heart has not gone unnoticed. Heaven counts. Every time you chose love over judgment, every time you held someone's pain without rushing to fix it. This is holy work. This is the work of the kingdom. And when you hold up others, I hold you. You have never been alone. You think you're quiet, that your presence goes unseen. But what you call silence, I call sacred impact. When you walk into a space, the atmosphere shifts, not because of your words, but because of your presence. My spirit walks with you. You don't need to announce anything. Your silence resonates. Your presence disturbs the darkness without raising its voice. That is the anointing you carry. The world will say that gentleness is weakness, but I say, your gentleness is the weapon that faced storms and still chose love. That same gentleness has quietly healed others. You listened when they couldn't speak. You sheltered them when nothing made sense. So stay tender, stay radiant, stay rooted. The world may not understand your holiness. It will try to label it, limit it, or dismiss it. People may question your light because it challenges their compromise, but never dim your light to make others feel more comfortable. You were not sent here to blend in. You were sent here to shine, even if your light reveals some shadows. That friction you feel, it's the tension between your calling and the world's expectations. But stay. Keep going. When I set you apart, it wasn't for pride. It was for impact. Your pure heart is not a weakness, it's a prophecy. Your truth is a guide. And every time you chose honesty, every time you kept peace, every time you loved when revenge would have been easier, that's where your light was born. You are a living testimony of holiness. Even your silence announces heaven. You've been putting all your energy into surviving, just managing, maintaining, enduring. But I didn't create you only to survive. I created you to dream, to see life through heaven's eyes. Your presence is not a coincidence. Your existence is an answer. If this divine reminder reached your heart, write in the comments, I am silent, but I am sacred. And share this message with a soul who may be doubting their gentle heart, because maybe this was the answer they were waiting for. The lies, the labels, the weight of others' expectations. You thought you were falling apart, but the truth is, you were being set free. Look at yourself today, even with the wounds, even with the questions. You are freer than you've ever been. Don't cling to the pieces I've asked you to release. What I'm building now is holy, stronger, deeper, and rooted in truth. Let the old you rest. You don't need to carry it forward. You just need me, and I am right here, ready to walk with you in the fullness of your light. I didn't call you to be impressive. I called you to be impactful. The world says, run, prove, performance. But I need no filters. I am not moved by applause. I look for fruit. And the fruit I see in your life is beautiful. Patience, kindness, faithfulness, compassion. These don't grow from show, they grow from surrender. That is your brilliance, not your resume, not your image, but your heart, your character. You don't need a platform to be powerful, you just need to remain in love. Your quiet integrity is heaven's loudest sermon. Don't overlook the small things. I can move mountains with a mustard seed, and I'm still doing that through you, in ways the world may never understand. You have survived everything that was meant to break you, and yet, you shine. Those moments when you were left alone, overlooked, misunderstood, betrayed, when your tears felt unbearable. And still, you walk into rooms with peace. You smile from your soul. You show grace even to those who haven't earned it. That's not weakness. That's resurrection power. It's proof that my spirit lives in you. People may not know your full story, but they feel the strength that brought you here. The glow they see in you is not just beauty. It's evidence. It's sacred. It's the story of love that won. I speak your name with joy, not disappointment or anger. When I formed your soul, I said, "It is good." I didn't make a mistake. I didn't go too far. I didn't fall short. You are exactly as you were meant to be. Intentional. With purpose. I never get tired of you. Your questions, your flaws, they don't repel my love. I know you fully, and I still look at you with complete delight. That's why your light is real, because it is rooted in my unwavering love. So, next time you question your worth, remember me, the one who sings your name, the one who calls you radiant. That voice is louder than every lie. The light within you is not just for your joy, it's for others' freedom. When you walk in truth, others remember they can too. When you love boldly, others gain the courage to open up. When you show up healed and whole, others stop hiding. That is the impact of light. It spreads, it grows, it silently brings heaven to earth. Your every act of obedience is lighting the way. Even when you feel small, you're shifting the atmosphere. Even when you're tired, your light is still breaking through the dark. You're not just surviving, you're spreading heaven. Keep shining. This world needs your light. This wasn't about being praised. It was about being recognized. The applause, the admiration, they all point to a deeper truth. Your true essence, your divine purpose, your God-written identity. I'm calling you into fullness, into freedom, into the light that was always yours. This is not just inspiration, it is a declaration. You are loved, you are known, you are radiant, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are a carrier of light, a vessel of glory. My reflection. Let it sink into your bones, silence every voice of doubt, and declare this truth. You are not an accident. You are not hidden. You are a divine creation, shining with purpose. If you believe your light is not an accident, comment 777, because now you are becoming exactly who you were always meant to be.